Hello students. Today we will have a general introduction of the term respiration. Also we will discuss that what are the different types of respiration and what is the mechanism occurring in respiration process. So let's start. Respiration. So what is respiration? As you know that the process in which glucose is oxidized and energy is produced in living cells and carbon dioxide is released, that process is known as respiration. So we can say that the biochemical process of combustion of glucose in living cells, combustion that is in presence of oxygen in living cells with intake of oxygen. It means that oxygen is taken in and released carbon dioxide to produce energy. Means it is a very important biochemical process in which glucose is oxidized to produce energy, and because it is combustion, it means it is intake of oxygen where substances are oxidized and there is release of carbon dioxide to produce energy. Now, what is the reaction of respiration? As we have discussed right now, that in this process glucose is oxidized. It means C6H12O6. It is the formula for glucose and it is combined with oxygen, then only it can be oxidized to produce carbon dioxide, water and 38 ATP molecules of energy. As we have discussed it earlier, that energy, it is in ATP form, adenosine triphosphate. So the reaction is glucose oxidized in the presence of oxygen. It gives carbon dioxide, water and 38 ATP molecules of energy. So we can say that respiration is a chemical process in which energy is produced by intake of oxygen, oxidation of glucose and release of carbon dioxide. Now, these are the three pathways of breaking down of glucose. We have discussed it right now that respiration is a process in which glucose is broken down into carbon dioxide, water and energy is produced. But there are certain other pathways also where glucose can be broken down. So what are those three pathways? See, this is glucose. We can say that because initially we have to take glucose only. Why? Because respiration process can be initiated only when we will take glucose, because it is initially it is oxidation of glucose. Now what happens when glucose in cytoplasm, it is converted into pyruvic acid. See, C6H12O6 is the formula for glucose and C3H4O3, that is 6 carbon molecule is broken down into 3 carbon molecules, that is pyruvate or pyruvic acid. Here only 2 ATP energy molecules are produced. So we can say that whatever the reaction will be, initially glucose is broken down into pyruvic acid. We can say that pyruvic acid is an intermediate compound. Afterwards, let's discuss three pathways. First pathway is when there is absence of oxygen. It means that if oxygen is completely absent, we can say that when there is no oxygen, still respiration process can occur. So in that condition, we can say that it may happen in yeast cells. You have studied about yeast, that is a fungi. So in yeast it happens that this glucose, which was converted initially into pyruvic acid, it is then converted into, in the presence of, in yeast cells where there is no oxygen. Then we have second condition, that is lack of oxygen. Lack of oxygen means that oxygen initially it was present, but now there is some shortage of oxygen. So this condition is in case of muscle cells. It happens when we often do some vigorous exercise. In that condition, there is lack of oxygen. Then third pathway is when there is sufficient oxygen present. So we can say that presence of oxygen. It occurs in mitochondria. So three pathways we have discussed, that pyruvic acid will be converted into certain other compounds in three conditions, that is absence of oxygen in case of yeast cells, lack of oxygen in muscle cells, and in mitochondria, that is normal process in presence of oxygen. Now let's discuss what are the compounds formed after these reactions. See, in yeast cell, ethanol is alcoholic compound. Ethanol is produced along with carbon dioxide and 2 ATP molecules of energy. You must have heard about fermentation process. Fermentation is conversion of sugar or glucose molecules into alcohol. So that process is fermentation, which occurs in yeast cells. So one of the three pathways is absence of oxygen, which occurs in yeast cell. The process is fermentation, and the compounds formed are ethanol and carbon dioxide, and energy produced is 2 ATP molecules. Now second pathway is lack of oxygen in muscle cells. Here lactic acid is produced. Lactic acid, it is an acid that is accumulated when we do vigorous exercise. After exercise, you feel cramps in your muscles. So that those cramps are produced because of lactic acid accumulation. Energy is 2 ATP molecules. Now, third pathway is in presence of oxygen and in mitochondria. See, here carbon dioxide is produced and water molecules are produced. Carbon dioxide and water molecules along with 38 ATP molecules of energy. So, we have discussed in this way three pathways of breaking down of glucose, in which glucose is converted into three carbon molecule, and then we have three pathways in which oxygen is absent, there is lack of oxygen, and there is presence of oxygen. Now, types of respiration. So what are the types of respiration? We have two types of respiration, aerobic and anaerobic. See, aerobic respiration is a process in which oxygen is present, whereas anaerobic respiration is a process in which oxygen is absent or there is lack of oxygen. See, first point, breaking down of glucose in presence of oxygen. We can say that when oxygen is present and the glucose is oxidized in the presence of oxygen, whereas anaerobic respiration is a process in which breaking down of glucose in absence of oxygen. Then aerobic respiration is a process which occurs in mitochondria, whereas anaerobic respiration, it occurs in cytoplasm. Energy released is 38 ATP molecules in breaking down of one molecule of glucose. That is very important here. Anaerobic respiration, energy released is 2 ATP molecules. Aerobic respiration, when end products are carbon dioxide and water, whereas end products are ethanol and lactic acid. See, all these points we have discussed right now only. That first, that is when the oxygen is completely present or sufficient oxygen is present, then it is aerobic respiration. Whereas when there is some lack of oxygen or it is completely absent, it is anaerobic respiration.